John, let me warn you. It's bad. Real bad. It's Hickman.
Hickman? Bob Hickman?
He's been badly mutilated, John. Tortured, really.
My God, Sam. Has Bob's wife, Catherine, been informed?
When the call came in, I was told Hickman's captain was headed to their house. They have a little girl, don't they?
Yeah, Valerie. Her name is Valerie.
Look, John, I know you and Bob went back a long way.
A long way? Hell, Sam, Bob and I went through the academy together. We shared a ride for 5 years. I'm that little girl's godfather. Sam, Bob was my best friend. Yeah, you could say we went back a long way.
I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry the city is so full of dirtbags, creeps, and losers. Bob was a great guy, Sam. A great cop. Who the hell would do this to him? What the hell was he doing out there?
I don't know, John. It's your job to find out. My job is to pick up the body and find the cause of death.
Sir, did you see any unusual activity or unfamiliar cars in the neighborhood?
I hear shots. Fast. Like pop, 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 pop.
What time might you have heard these shots, sir?
It pop, 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 pop. I just hear them shots. I'm scared.
I'm Detective Cary, Major Crimes, Homicide, LAPD. I'd like to ask you a question or two.
Whatever, man. I'm just hanging.
Let's start with your name. What is it, and do you live in the neighborhood, or are you just visiting?
Man, this be my hood. I be Raymond Jones III.
Well, Raymond, if this is your neighborhood, then you must know what goes on around here. What happened here tonight? You see anything unusual? Maybe a different car or some folks from another neighborhood?
Ain't seen nor heard nothing. And just out for some fresh L.A. air.
The young man's interest appears a bit suspicious. Always record your gut feelings. Sometimes this job is pure instincts.
What is your name, sir?
Jack. To Jack.
Your badge is a symbol of your commitment and your identification. It's your homicide kit. This is your Ithaca 12-gauge pump shotgun. The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide. A gruesome sight. Contusions and burn marks appear on Hickman's abused body. An empty holster can mean only one thing: another gun in the street. A lipstick-stained cigarette lies near Hickman's body. Detective, this cigarette could be evidence. Noting that a cigarette lay near the body could prove important later. An empty holster can... Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later. Graffiti mars the neighborhood. Graffiti is often left behind by gangs. Recording the symbol could prove useful. It's the lucky Mini-Mart dumpster. The body of a young boy lies strewn in the dumpster. Bullet wounds puncture the boy's body. He looks no more than 6 or 7 years of age. Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later.
John, have you found something?
It looks like it's going to be a busy night for you, Chester.
Unfortunately, our streets are being taken over by violence. Innocent people being killed. It's uncivilized, sir.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective. Whenever you're ready, fellas. I'm finished.
John, we can handle it from here. Stop by tomorrow for the autopsy. We'll know more then.
Cary Hickman's death isn't just your personal tragedy. It's a tragedy for the entire force. We've lost a friend, a father, and one damn good cop. As you know, you've been assigned the lead investigator on this case, and I'm going to be looking to you for answers. I'm going to ask you to put aside your personal feelings and deal with this investigation in a professional manner. If you don't think you're up to it, I want to know now. Neither you, the public, nor the department can withstand not knowing the truth. I want you to comb that neighborhood. I want every rock turned over and every person interviewed. Remember, Hickman was not the only fatality tonight. The family of that boy is grieving also.
Yes, sir.
For your information, the boy has been identified as Bobby Washington. As for Hickman, I think there is something you should know. Maybe you already do. But here it is straight. Hickman's lieutenant, Jim Varaz, informed me that Hickman was having trouble with stress, trouble at home. Varaz told me that Hickman had been in a fragile mindset, that working undercover was getting to him. You know, the violence of the streets can get to anyone. I'm not knocking Hickman. I just want you to know how the department viewed his current capacity. Okay, Cary, you know what you need to do. Go out there and do it. Find who killed Hickman. Find who killed the Washington youth. Any questions?
No, Lieutenant.
All right, then. Get to work. And, Cary, when you see Catherine, please extend my deepest sympathies. Well, I think we've finished here, Cary. Stay safe.
Too bad about Hickman, Junior. Guess this hit you pretty hard, huh? Well, hell, don't let it. Damn scumbags out there. They're just goddamn lucky I'm a desk jockey. If I was on the street, I'd whip their collective disrespectful butts. You know, Junior, this case is gonna generate a lot of paperwork and a lot of calling. You're just goddamn lucky you got me as your partner in this one. Damn lucky.
It's your very own desk. A memo from Lieutenant Locke. desk drawers. It's the photo of you and Hickman at the lake, the time you caught the big one. The photograph taken of you and Hickman at the lake, the time you caught the big one. These are 3.14 follow-up forms used to document your casework. You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer, the photograph taken of you and
Crash unit, Barnes speaking.
Hello, this is Detective Cary over at Major Crimes, Homicide. Is Lieutenant Varese there?
No, he's out in the field. How about I tell him you called?
That would be fine, thank you.
your action is unwarranted.
Hal, has anything come back on the cigarette found in the alley?
Damn straight it has, Junior. SID identified DNA on the damn thing. Science is a wonder, ain't it, kid? You connect that DNA to somebody's butt, you got yourself a case.
Hal, has anything come back on the cigarette found in the alley?
Damn straight it has.
How about test results? Any preliminary information?
I can't get nothing out of that damn Nobles. Spoke to that dingy tomato down there, Cary or something. All she could say was, the toxicology tests and ballistics are running. She's damn lucky she doesn't work for me. That's all I can say. Damn lucky.
Hal, have you made contact with the folks over at Crash? Were they able to give you any information on Bob?
Now, those boys are men, I'll tell you that, Junior. Fighting in the trenches, battling the mean streets. You're to tread lightly, Junior. They're working undercover in that neighborhood. Have been for a couple of months. Your man to talk to is Varese. You got all that, Junior?
Those two items. You write up a 3.14 documenting the incidents relating to the alley.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer, you call the elevator. You select the second floor as your destination.
Hey, I'm cleaning here.
You select the lobby as your destination.
What a dork.
The ashtray designates this as a smoking permitted area. A disgusting mess today. Cigarette butts and candy wrappers. The lobby vending machine, circa 1972. You drop 65 cents into the slot. Getting candy out of a machine is a little like winning a prize. Chewy, crunchy, chocolatey candy bar.
Hello, Bill. How's...
Last night, the LAPD was shaken to its roots as Officer Robert Hickman, Police Officer of the Year 1992, was found brutally slain in a South Central neighborhood. Heading up the Hickman investigation is veteran homicide detective John Cary. Cary is best known for solving the murder of Lane Blair, the stunning actress featured in many of the action-adventure Straight Shots movies. Detective Cary has been unavailable for comment, and all requests for a formal statement from the department have been denied. However, we have been told by an unofficial source that the department is looking at this as a gang killing. As the investigation continues... Oh, wait, here comes Detective Cary now. Detective Cary, over here. Christy Bilden with KKAT. Detective Cary! Detective Cary, would you care to make a statement concerning the murder of Officer Hickman? Could you comment on the speculation that this is a gang-related murder? Detective Cary, is it true that Officer Hickman's body was found partially nude? What do you think you're doing? Hey! The physical abuse I have just experienced at the hands of Detective Cary is consistent with the treatment I've received from this entire department in trying to report this story. As a reporter and citizen of this city, I fear for our First Amendment rights. I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Cary.
Hello, Sherry.
You can go on in, Detective Cary.
Hello, Detective Cary. Why did the pessimist start wearing sunglasses?
I don't know.
He got tired of looking on the bright side of life. Go right in, Detective.
Hello, John.
Hello, Sam. I'd like to ask you a few questions, Sam. You got a minute?
You bet, John. Fire away.
Sam, what can you tell me about the youth?
Exactly what would you like to know, John?
The boy's identification? Confirmed, and if so, by whom?
The lucky mini-mart owner confirmed the body as Bobby Washington, a local neighborhood boy.
Has the boy's family been notified?
Yes, and as I am sure you can imagine, the mother is near hysterics. Her name is Bernadette Washington, and she lives around the corner from the alley. The poor...
Sam, do you have a preliminary on the boy's cause of death?
I counted 17 points of entry, John. The boy was mowed down, execution style. Cause of death? Gang violence, if you want a personal opinion. Professional opinion? The youth was killed by gunshot wounds to the head and body.
Has the boy's autopsy been performed yet?
Yes, it was, John. I was able to pull 3 slugs out of the body. They look like 9mm. I've sent them over to SID for a ballistics check. The body is in cold storage, waiting for the family.
Sam, what can you tell me about Bob?
Why don't you begin at the beginning and begin by asking me the specifics? That way I won't miss any topic you might want to explore.
Sam, have you completed Hickman's autopsy? What are your preliminary findings?
The autopsy is complete. Beyond the surface evidence, I found a ruptured gastrointestinal tract. Fluids were sampled, and I'm having toxicology tests run, including all known poisons.
Have you made a determination on the cause of death? Sam, what killed Bob?
There are no gunshot wounds on the body. There are, however, 2 injection marks on the upper left arm. The eyes have been glued shut with some form of epoxy, and there are burn marks to the face which look consistent with a cigarette burn. Then, of course, there's the missing index finger on the right hand. Torture, poison, maybe. Definitely not natural causes.
Sam, will you go over the physical marks found on the body?
Yes. There are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm, the burn marks to the face and upper torso, the epoxied eyes, the missing index finger, and then there are restraint marks. The restraint marks appear where you would most expect to find them, on the ankles and the wrists. At these points I found fibrous material, all very consistent with what you would expect to find at a torture scene.
Sam, what can you tell me about the body lividity?
Lividity appears 2 places on the body, first and most notably on the buttocks. This would indicate to me that Hickman died while sitting and then was left in that position for a period of time. Or, once killed, he was moved to a sitting position and then left for a time. The second area of lividity appears on the upper back and shoulder area, and I believe resulted from the time the body spent in the alley.
Sam Nobles is a walking encyclopedia of information. You notate the state of affairs.
What about fibers or hairs, Sam? Were you able to find anything substantive?
Actually, John, I was able to lift fibers from the areas of restraint. I imagine these will turn out to be rope of some kind. Of course, the body was covered in alley debris, so it is difficult to determine what extraneous materials will actually pertain to the killer or killers.
See ya, detective.
Cary, you're in luck. The range is open. You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Howdy, partner. You're here mighty early. Ain't scheduled to qualify till Wednesday. You planning on a little practice shooting today?
How are you, Bert?
Well, cowboy, I ain't complaining. Life's good.
You fill the form out according to department specifications. Qualification Form 13.5.1. Double check.
Filled out and ready to go, Bert.
Thank you, partner. City ain't rich, partner. Pony up. Thank you, partner.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please.
Detective, these are department issued and should be treated accordingly.
Officers, headgear on. All firearms to low ready.
No need to reload. Your Beretta 92F is fully loaded.
Phase 1 to low ready. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 4.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 5.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 6.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms. That there was some shooting, cowboy. Thank you, partner.
Entering the
Hi, Detective Cary. No time to think.
You pick up Hickman's personal belongings envelope. You pick up Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope. You open the door and head to the lobby. Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell. What a cute kid Valerie is.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
Hi, Uncle John. You want to come in? Mom, Uncle John's here.
An original oil, perhaps? It appears to be Bob's personal items from work. Catherine has wonderful taste in decorating.
Hi, John. Thanks for coming over.
How are you, Catherine?
I don't know. I can't believe this has happened. It's like a nightmare. I keep hoping I'll wake up and Bob will be alive.
Catherine, these are Bob's personal effects. They were released by the deputy coroner.
Thank you, John. Is his wedding band included?
I didn't open it, Catherine. I don't know.
John, this was Bob's Kevlar vest. I'd like you to have it. Maybe it will keep you safe.
Thank you, Catherine. Catherine, I've been assigned lead investigator on this case. I need to ask you some questions. Are you feeling up to it?
I suppose so, John. I just can't believe this is happening. I don't know what to do.
Catherine, the department is aware of the fact that Bob was taken...
John, how could you say that about Bob? I'm sorry, I can't talk about this right now.
Valerie, do you understand what's happened?
I think so. Mommy says Daddy's in heaven and he's not coming home anymore.
You know, Val, that you always have your Uncle John if you need anything, right? Valerie, can you remember anything that happened the night your dad went out and didn't come home?
Well, my mommy and Daddy were fighting about his work coming home.
Was your dad bringing a lot of work home, Val?
I don't know. He always kept it in the closet.
That's a nice dress you're wearing, Valerie.
Thanks, Uncle John. It's okay.
That's a nice dress you're wearing.
Thanks, Uncle John.
Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover a prescription bottle. Bob Hickman's prescribed sedatives.
Bye, Uncle John.
It appears that slugs from a fire alarm are lodged in the wall. Be more specific, Cary. You loosen the slug from the wall. Be more specific, Cary. Be more You loosen the slug from the wall. Be more specific, Cary. You loosen the slug from the wall. You loosen... You... This must be a replacement door for the one lost when this place burned.
I'd like to ask you fellas a couple of questions.
Yo, baby, who be you? Ooh, the man. He's got his credentials. I ain't seen no brass come around here. You want to be showing me something, baby? I'll be talking.
I'm Detective Cary, LAPD, homicide. I'd like to ask you fellas a couple of questions.
You be the man. Ask away.
Last night there was a double murder, a police officer and a neighborhood boy, Bobby Washington. Do you know anything that might help us solve what happened to them?
I be knowing nothing. That couple? What he be doing down here anyway?
Did you know Bobby Washington?
Gee, yeah, that little man was okay. He always be saying he gonna grow up and be the next Dave Stewart.
You a big baseball fan? I see you've got a baseball.
Yeah, baby, I like all them sports. This here ball, I find it. Find it in the field. What's lost is now mine.
If you can think of anything that might help us, why don't you give me a call down at Parker Center? Just ask for Robbery Homicide Detective Cary. You never know when I might be able to repay the favor.
I be hearing you, baby. Yo, I be fly today. Never know when I'm gonna know something that can help.
What's your name, young man?
Emo Jones.
Do you live in the neighborhood, Emo? You have an address, maybe a phone number?
Yeah, I live here. 162 South Lawrence. No phone.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I'm Detective Cary, LAPD. I saw you last night in the alley.
Got some spare change a fella can have? God bless you.
You were in the alley last night. I thought you might be able to tell me what you know about the murders.
Yeah, just popping sound. I don't know.
Even the smallest detail can have meaning.
Can Can you recall any unusual activity in the neighborhood last night? Any arguments or unfamiliar people?
The cop was... he was dead.
Could you be more explicit, sir?
I didn't,
Sir?
Yeah? Yeah, what?
Even the small...
I'm Detective Cary with the LAPD.
Everybody know who you are. You big cop. Bring big trouble.
Detective Cary, would you care to make a comment on Officer Hickman's murder?
No comment.
What are you doing? Hey! Not too smart, big policeman. You push go on TV.
Oh, it wasn't like that. You see,
Yeah, you say for others. I see TV. I see you in neighborhood last night. You not come but for a dead cop.
She doesn't look very friendly. Amico glue, industrial strength. Fresh fruit is a rarity in these small convenience stores. Fresh fruit is a rarity in these small convenience stores.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay, you ask.
You said you saw me last night. Did you happen to see anything else? Anything out of the ordinary, such as different people or cars in the neighborhood?
I already told police all I know.
Well, if you think of anything, I'd appreciate hearing from you. Just call me at Parker Center. Ask for robbery homicide, Detective Cary. Can you tell me your name and what your position is here?
I owner of Lucky Mini Mart. I work hard for my store. My name is Kimchi. You smart. You know a good buy when you see it. You shop here again.
The child looks to be about 5 years old.
Hello.
Apparently she's been taught not to talk to strangers.
I'm a police officer. My name is Detective Cary. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Lysandra.
Do you know your last name?
Uh-huh. Washington.
Can you tell me where you live?
I don't know. I live down the street.
How are you today? Taking your doll out for a walk?
Me and my dolly are having a tea party.
So it's tea time.
We don't have real tea and cookies. We're pretending.
Would you and your doll like an apple?
Thank you.
Mrs. Bernadette Washington, mother of Bobby and Lysandra.
Hello, I'm...
We don't like strangers around here, mister. Get lost or I'll call the cops.
I'm Detective Cary, LAPD, homicide. May I have a moment of your time?
Yes, Detective, what is it?
Mrs. Washington, I have reason to believe that a young man by the name of Ragtop Spiff might be involved with your son's murder. Does his name sound familiar?
That would be Raymond Jones. Anyone would hurt my child, it would be him. He's always showing off some gun and bragging about big money.
Mrs. Washington, if there's anything the department or I can do, please call.
There's nothing anybody can do. Nobody can bring my son home.
Mrs. Washington, these are the items found on Bobby's person the night he was killed. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Thank you.
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination. If you want to talk to Chester, get a little closer.
Hello, Detective. How can I help you?
Hello, Chester. Chester, I'd like you to take a look at this and see if you can match it to the glue found in Hickman's eyes. I purchased it in the neighborhood where Hickman was found. I know it's a long shot.
Hold on, Detective. I only need a sample.
Chester, I found these at Hickman's. Apparently he was taking them regularly. Could he have overdosed on these things?
Detective, these are Valium, 5 milligrams. Hickman weighed, what would you say, 170 pounds? Hickman would have to have taken what's left in this bottle and coupled it with something else to have killed himself. No, these didn't have anything to do with his death. See you later, Detective Cary.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the 4th floor as your destination.
Hello, sir, and how are you doing? How's the investigation going?
Hello, Teddy.
Detective Cary, how would you like these handled?
I'd like a ballistics check run on them.
I'll write up the paperwork for the ballistics test. Then they'll be shelf stored if you need them in the future for trial, sir. I'll have this filled out in a second, sir.
Teddy, you ever work with the guys over at Air Support? I worked with them the other night. Good guys, all of them.
I've met a few of them. I particularly remember Lieutenant Hale, a real fine officer.
You're at the property counter in Parker Center. Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination. It's your very own desk.
Hello, robbery homicide. This is Detective Cary. May I help you?
Yo, baby, what's up? Be emo. You be wanting a piece of the straight action, huh? I got the news for you. I know some straight-up talk. Yo, baby, yo, you hear me talking?
Yes, Emo, I'm here. Are you telling me that you have information concerning last night's murders?
Straight up, baby. I'll be waiting by the field if you be interested.
Departmental Follow-Up Form 3.14. There is no need to complete an additional report on the incidents regarding the alley at this time. You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. That should provide some protection.
Police!
You can't reach your trunk from here? You unlock the shotgun, Cary. You're hit. You're hit. Lucky it's only a graze.
So what's it gonna be, Cary? You gonna act like a pro or a spoiled brat? Have I made a mistake in assigning you a lead investigator on this case?
No, sir. I'll
have you know I've had dozens of calls this morning on you shoving that reporter yesterday. Everybody in town, from the chief to the mayor to outraged Joe citizens, saw you push her. Damn, you were all over the news.
Lieutenant, it wasn't...
Besides you appearing uncooperative, you were downright politically incorrect. You shove one more reporter and the department's going to get slapped with a civil suit. Shoving anybody else, and I'm going to give you the boot myself.
Lieutenant, I'd like to explain.
Then there's the small issue of last night's events, Cary. Would you mind telling me what you were doing in the middle of a crash sting operation?
Sir, I received a telephone call from a possible informant. I set up a meeting. I walked into an ambush.
So it would seem, Cary, so it would seem. However, your tete-a-tete cost the department thousands of dollars and months of work. Crash has been undercover for months on that operation. They were a fly's hair away from busting a gun-running ring wide open. With your help, the only catch they made was that local punk, Spiff. Luckily for you, your informant, what's his name, Emo? What kind of name is that? Has turned into a little songbird. Emo's sitting pretty in the hospital, singing how Spiff's the one who killed the Washington boy. Emo contends that Spiff wanted the boy to deliver guns to gang members and he wouldn't do it. The only redeeming aspect of this whole affair is that Hickman's gun was found in Spiff's apartment when they entered under warrant. SID is running ballistics on Spiff's gun to see if they match the slugs taken from the dead boy. And speaking of SID, they've run ballistics on your firearms, and they're ready to be picked up. The police commission's going to want to know where and into whom your bullets went last night. These tests are vital. Check with Chester before you head out.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Sir, it would appear to me that if Spiff is found to be connected to the Washington boy's murder, might not he also be connected to Bob's?
It doesn't work that way, Cary. While you were out being a cowboy, another body showed. The MO is similar, very similar. Again, it's one of our own. His name is Rene Garcia. Worked out of Hollenbeck. Garcia's body was found on the front lawn of a singer. What do they call those guys? Rappers? By the name of Yo Money. Must be some big star. I'm getting static from upstairs. Anyways, Garcia was found by this money man's bodyguard. He was walking a lady to her car that had been there for a party about 4 a.m. I want you to get over there and see what's going on. And remember, Cary, no cowboy tricks. Just try and be nice, okay?
Yeah? You can just drop dead. Goddamn broads. Hey, Junior, that was quite a shootout last night. Heard all about it. You're goddamn lucky one of those punks didn't blow your head off. I want you to listen up, Junior. Playing cowboy only takes you so far in this damn job. If you want to make it as long as I have, you're gonna have to curb your appetite for action. You hear me, Junior? You're just goddamn lucky you weren't killed.
You complete a 3.14 documenting the gunfight and the players involved in the ambush. You'll need to stand up and move to accomplish that.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination.
Hello, Detective. Here to pick up your firearms? They're all ready.
Thanks, Chester. I appreciate it.
You know, Detective, Nobles and I are heading over to the shortstop tonight for a beer. Would you care to join us?
Are you asking me out on a date, Chester?
Not in your wildest dreams, Detective.
What did you discover about the spent ammo I turned into property yesterday, Chester?
They match the slugs taken out of the Washington youth. They don't match with Hickman's ballistics test on file.
Chester, are you running ballistics on Spiff's gun?
Yes, I am. It looks promising as it's a 9mm and it has a high-capacity magazine.
Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not just where you found it. We use the same brand here at Parker Center.
Chester, have you processed Garcia's body fluids?
They're in the process, Detective. We don't have any results back yet. Don't forget the shortstop tonight, Detective.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. The body outline of Officer Rene Garcia. Notating the crime scene's relationship to the house could prove important later. The home of Yo Money, Mega's superstar rapper. It looks like a woman's shoe. It's a well-tended flower bed.
Yeah? What do you want?
Hello, I'm Detective Cary, Homicide LAPD. I'm here to speak with Yo Money. Is he available? Is Yo Money available? I need to speak with him.
Come on in. Yo Money's been wanting to talk to you, cops.
Well, look who's here, our representative from the police department. It's about time you got here. Have you seen the mess out in our lawn? Do you have any idea what kind of field day the press is having with this? Do you have any idea what this is doing to record sales? A dead cop on our lawn. What the hell are you doing about it? I think you people planted that dead cop on our lawn. Probably knew something he shouldn't. And what better way to diffuse attention than to dump him on the lawn of a controversial rapper? This is such bullshit. I want that yellow tape off our lawn immediately. I want the persons responsible to own up. If this screws sales on Money's record, I swear I'll make sure some butt is kicked.
Money, this shoe was found in your front flower bed. Do you know where it might have come from?
Well, lots of booty coming and going around here.
Could you clarify yourself, Money?
Ladies, babes, booties, strippers. Say, man, women. We got lots of women coming in and out of here.
Do you recognize this shoe? I found it in the flower bed out front.
What are you saying? I'm some kind of cheap cow? Where do you get off?
No, I didn't mean to insult you. I found this in close proximity to where the body was found.
Well, it's not mine. I wouldn't wear such a cheap piece of trash. If you're gonna insult me, you better leave now. Hello? What do you want? Knock this crap off. Quit calling us. Oh yeah? Bullshit? Quit calling, do you understand?
I'm Detective John Cary, LAPD Homicide.
Yo, sup?
Money, that phone call.
It's under control. Just an unfinished business, that's all, man.
Money, who discovered Officer Garcia?
Yo, my man, he was just there. Who knows? We all found him. Danny D saw him. I saw him. He was just there, man.
Money, the body was found around 4 or 5 a.m. Had you been out the evening before, or were you home?
At a house party. Some girls in, you know, a little party.
Were you familiar with all the guests, or were there people here you didn't know?
Yo, I don't take the strangers, man. We had some girls in, for my bros. A little entertainment. Me and Nicolette, we was mostly upstairs. The party, it's one of those perks of working for me.
Money, your music is controversial. Do you know of anyone who would want to harm your reputation further?
Shit, man. Everybody's got enemies. Ain't no different with me.
Well, have you recently experienced any problems through the mail, telephone calls?
There's this Nazi dude. Doesn't like to see a brother doing well. Sends me shit in the mail, a real asshole. His name is Walker. Dennis Walker.
Yeah? I told you to quit calling us. Listen to me. You quit calling here. Do you understand? Do you understand harassment, arrest, jail? You quit calling us you foul-mouthed piece of crap. Oh yeah? Well, go to hell. Go to hell.
Money, that phone call.
It's under control. Just an unfinished business, that's all, man.
What can you tell me about this Dennis Walker?
He's a racist asshole. For a while, he was driving by, hollering shit at my house. I got a restraining order. I still get shit in the mail. Ends up in the trash. Yo, man, he was arrested for trespassing on my property a while ago. Shit, he's a boil on a pig's butt. Oh, sorry, man, no insult intended.
None taken. If you remember anything out of the ordinary that happened the night the body was found, please call me at Parker Center. Just ask for robbery homicide.
10450.
I couldn't help but notice the unwanted phone call.
This is personal business. We don't need your intervention.
I'd like to ask...
I have nothing to say to you. Yeah? How many times? Listen, you piece of crap. We will track you down, find you, and prosecute you. Do you understand? What you're doing is illegal. Listen, we don't have to take this. Do you think attacking people is a way to make yourself bigger or stronger? You got a lot of problems.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Cary. No time to say hello, Detective Cary? Wow, you must be real busy. You can go on in, Detective Cary.
Hello, Detective Cary. What do you call two guys with no arms and no legs hanging in a window? Some people have no sense of humor.
Hello, John. John, why don't you join Chester and me at the shortstop tonight? I'll buy you a cold one. You look like you could use it.
Thanks, Sam. It sounds good. I'll try and make it. Sam, what can you tell me about Garcia?
Just about anything you want to know pertaining to how he was killed. The who and the why are up to you.
Has the autopsy been performed?
Yes, it has, John. Garcia was tortured the same as Hickman. Injection marks in the upper left arm, irregular cigarette burns to the face and upper torso, missing extremities, this time toes, glued orifice, this time the mouth, and a ruptured gastrointestinal lining. Your killer is getting more brazen, John. Garcia was able to watch as he was tortured. He could not utter a sound, but he could witness his slow death.
In your opinion, Sam, what's the cause of death?
I have to believe it's poison, although there are none of the telltale signs one expects to find, such as colored sputum, vomit, or odor. We might be dealing with something we do not yet have a test for.
Was there lividity on Garcia?
Yes. Once again, there was primary and secondary lividity. Primary was located on the buttocks, secondary on the upper back and shoulders. I would venture to say that Garcia was tortured and killed while sitting up, left for a while, and then moved. Your killer has transportation, John. He could strike anywhere.
Sam, what are the distinguishing physical marks?
The body had restraint marks on the wrists and ankles. I was able to lift fibers from these areas. I sent them over to SID for analysis. There were bruises behind the shoulder blades that lead me to believe Garcia's arms were tied over his head.
How about a toxicology report, Sam?
Body fluids were taken and sent to SID. They're running every poison test known to the scientific community.
The burn marks, they're consistent with a cigarette burn?
Yes. I was able to lift ash samples out of the burned skin. I sent them to SID for analysis.
What about fibers or hairs, Sam?
As with Hickman, there were fibers at restraint points. However, I found additional fibers and ash in the hair. The fibers were red, and I would venture to say the ash came from cigarettes. Both samples have been sent to SID for analysis.
Is there anything else, Sam?
Well, yes. Neither Hickman nor Garcia had food residue left in what once was their stomachs. That's rare. There's almost always residue. When I told her, and that consequently there were no personal effects to speak of, she went ballistic. A word of warning, John, I think she's gunning for you next.
You open the door and head to the lobby. You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the 3rd floor as your destination. You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. You complete a 3.14 documenting your interview of Yo Money. Give the form you have to Hal so he can put it in your murder book.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination.
Hello, Mrs. Washington.
Detective Cary, hello.
How are you today, Mrs. Washington?
A little down, Detective.
How are you today, Mrs. Washington?
A little down, Detective.
Hello, Lysandra.
Do you want to know a secret? I see a real pretty lady in the alley. I seen her when my brother was dead.
What was this lady doing, Lysandra?
She was smoking.
Lysandra, what did this lady look like?
She was pretty, and she had pretty clothes.
What was she wearing, Lysandra?
A pretty red dress.
What was she wearing, Lysandra?
A pretty red dress.
The information about the woman in red might be important if it's true. According to the latest information the department has, this is the front door of Dennis Walker's apartment. Both the apartment building and the neighborhood are run down. You notate the general description of the apartments.
Yeah? I'm Detective Cary, LAPD. Are you Dennis Walker?
Yeah?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, come on in.
Dennis, you know a man by the name of Yo Money. He has a restraining order against you. Is that correct?
I can't hear ya!
There's no need to reload at this time.
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now! You have the right to remain silent. Whew! That girlfriend of Walker's is something else. Tough for being so petite.
Hell, Junior, all women are bears, goddamn grizzlies. But if you thought that little tomato was tough, wait till you meet Garcia's mamacita. Now that's one tough bitch. She's in giving the lieutenant an earful right now, poor son of a bitch.
I am Rosa Garcia. Are you the detective investigating the death of my son?
Yes, I'm Detective John Cary. Let me extend my sincere sympathy for your loss, Mrs. Garcia. I didn't know Renee personally, but
Well, I knew my son, Detective, and he was a good boy. He lived at home with me. He helped me with my errands. He went to church. I have been told by your lieutenant and the coroner that Renee's poor body was found exposed. I want the person responsible for doing this to my son caught and punished.
Yes, Mrs. Garcia, I understand.
Do you understand, Detective? Do you have a son?
Well, no.
Well, then you do not understand. Rene helped to take care of me. I have heart trouble. I cannot do heavy lifting. Rene cleaned the house. She did the laundry, cook our meals. Maybe he once in a while would go to a movie, but he did not date any of those fast-talking modern-type women. He was waiting for a good girl. He was saving himself. And for what? For some pervert to strip him, murder him. You find who did this to my son.
Find who killed my son, my beautiful son.
I see what you mean, Hal.
Yeah, she's got one hell of a personality, huh, Junior?
It's your very own desk. A memo from Lieutenant Block. You complete a report on Wendy James' arrest and attempted assault on an officer.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell.
Hello, John. Won't you come in? It's nice of you to stop by, John. I'm sorry you missed the funeral.
Catherine, I wasn't informed about the time. I wanted to be there.
I understand, John. I know how busy you are. I heard about the shooting you were involved in. When I realized you weren't there today, at first, maybe you'd been hurt. Then the chief told me you were fine. I was worried.
Thanks for your concern, Catherine, but you don't need to worry about me. I should have called or...
Oh, no. I know how you guys work. It's your life. I understand. I was wondering how the investigation was going. Nobody would really tell me very much today. I guess they didn't want to upset me.
Well, there's good news. Bob's name has been cleared of any wrongdoing or involvement with the Washington boy's death. Bob's gun was retrieved and ballistics testing cleared it as the murder weapon. However, new evidence suggests that Bob's death is unrelated to the alley incident. It appears we might have a cop killer on our hands.
Oh, John, that's horrible. Really horrible.
Catherine, I know this is a rough time for you, but I need to ask you to think back to the night of the murder. Can you think of anything out of the ordinary happening that night? Any phone calls? Anything Bob might have said? Did he mention anyone, maybe a name you're unfamiliar with?
Bob and I had an argument. He went out, John. I don't know where he went or if he saw anyone. Thing is, he didn't take our car. I don't think anyone picked him up. I mean, we started arguing and the whole thing just blew up. He was gone before I really had a chance to understand what happened.
Can you tell me what you argued about?
We fought over his drinking. Everything was manageable until he started taking sedatives to calm down from work. The combination made him mean. He'd yell at Valerie and me for no reason. That's how he left when he went out that night. He'd been drinking and taking pills. John, I sent Bob out there to be killed. It's all my fault.
You're wrong, Catherine. It's not your fault. Someone took Bob's life, and I'm going to find that person.
John, I sent Bob out there to be killed.
You're wrong, Catherine.
John, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm taking Valerie to my mother's. I think she and I could both use some rest. I'll call you when we get back.
Have a safe trip, Catherine.
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming by.
I'm here to tell you, the cops are dogging this investigation.
Believing that the discovery of murdered police officer Rene Garcia earlier this week is a vicious plot manufactured to discredit him and his music, rapper Yo Money denies any relationship between the lyrics in his music and the increasing violence against the police. Officer Garcia's murder brings the toll to 2 Los Angeles police officers slain this week. Whether the LAPD is being targeted, or as Yo Money believes a group is out to discredit his music, one thing is clear. The Los Angeles police are not able to protect themselves from this rash of violence. My question is, if the LAPD can't protect themselves, how can they protect us? I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Ah, you bitch! What is she, though? Yeah, I got a safety right here.
Here's the cold one I promised you, John. Enjoy.
Asteroids, another fine adventure from the Sierra family of games. Leaving your friends for a game of Asteroids would be rude. You take a few pretzels.
Sam, how many autopsies do you think you've performed?
John, I have been in the autopsy business for over 13 years. There is no honest way I could tell you off the top of my head. Let's just say better than 5,000.
You look really nice tonight, Chester.
Are you saying that because I usually don't look nice, Cary?
Sam, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, John, I'm quite mesmerized with my personal computer. Did you know you can make spreadsheets, write letters, and play games on them?
Chester, what kind of name is that?
A last name, Cary.
Do either of you realize that you both have gender-based last names, and that they're cross-gendered to your own sex? It's a rather pedestrian observation, I realize, but true.
Sam, sometimes it's so obvious you're Mensa.
Chester, how come you became a cop?
Same reason as everyone else. My father was a cop. Rampart Division.
Sam, how long have you and Chester known each other?
Chester and I have known each other for 5 years, Cary. At one time, we thought there might even be a little sexual tension between the two of us. Sometimes I think there still is. Oui, ma chérie?
Sometimes I think there still is, Sam. Sam, I think you've had enough to drink.
Chester, how come you became a cop?
Same reason as everyone else.
Sam, have you ever dated Sherry Moore?
Someday I hope to make that girl mine, John.
Sam, have you ever dated Sherry Moore?
Someday I hope to make that...
Cary, the mayor has requested your presence at a city council meeting first thing tomorrow. I want you out of here tonight before you have too much to drink. I need you alert and articulate tomorrow. And you, Chester, what are you doing here consuming alcoholic beverages in your uniform? I should slap you with a 181 personnel infraction. I want both you and Cary to pick yourselves up and go home. And remember, Cary, tomorrow, City Hall, 9 a.m.
I guess it's time to pack it in, guys. See you later.
Cary, another body was brought in this morning. Same M.O. This time it isn't an officer. It's a female. Current status, Jane Doe. It was found in Griffith Park. The mayor and the city council want to ask you a few questions. Get up there, and remember, do not divulge anything that could harm this case.
Detective Cary, my constituents are frightened and want answers. What is the status of your investigation?
Councilman De La Cruz, certain aspects of the investigation cannot be discussed publicly without jeopardizing the case. However, I can assure you that the investigation is making progress and that the department is providing 100% backup and support.
Hey, Cary, if the cops can't protect themselves, how are they going to protect me and my family?
Detective, we need protection. What are the police doing about that?
Detective Cary, I own a business, and I'm afraid to stay open at night now. Is the police department stepping up patrols?
Cary, are my children safe? How do I know this murdering wacko isn't a cop?
Detective Cary, Christie Building with KKAT. What can you tell us about the body found in Griffith Park this morning? From what we understand, the victim was not a police officer, which would indicate that this killer is not necessarily targeting one group. Your comments, please.
Miss Bilden, I was briefed about the homicide just this morning as I entered this council meeting. I have not yet been able to confirm or refute its relationship to my current investigation.
Mr. Mayor, I think this city is going to hell. As a business owner, I'm confronted with vandalism and theft every day. Now I have to worry about some crazy cop killer? I mean, what's this city coming to?
Detective Cary, 2 Los Angeles police officers have been killed in as many days. The citizens of this city are in fear over the threat to the police and how this is affecting their safety. Detective Cary, what are you doing to find this murderer? And are our citizens' fears justified?
Mr. Mayor, the police department has always had to deal with the threat of violence. Tragically, someone has now moved from thought to deed. However, I do not believe that there is a threat against the city as a whole, or that a random selection process is occurring. It is my belief that the Los Angeles Police Department is living up to the oath to protect and to serve. Drop the stick! Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Get down on your knees. Keep your hands where I can see them. What a morning I've had. First the mayor and the city council, and then Walker. Geez, the feds are talking to Walker right now. Apparently, he's a real special case.
You complete report 3.14, documenting assault by Walker.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. There appears to be a full pack of matches in the ashtray. Someone has left a pack of matches. Never knowing when you'll need a light, you pocket them. Taking a well-deserved break, you slip a few coins into the machine. There's nothing like a relaxing game of Sand Warrior. You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Hello, partner. Today's the day. You ready to qualify?
You fill the form out according to department specifications.
Here you go, Bert.
Thank you, partner.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please. Officers, headgear on. All firearms to low ready.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 1. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left, attention. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left, attention.
You load your Beretta.
Gun to low ready. Prepare for Phase 5.
You
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left, attention.
You load.
Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left, attention. Holster all firearms. Hey there, partner. Out there was some pretty fancy firing. Your score's going to impress the brass. I'll be sending your results over to your lieutenant. You're making him proud at Parker Center there, cowboy. Thank you, partner.
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the 3rd floor as your destination.
Hal, what have you heard about a body with a similar M.O. showing up at Griffith Park?
Hell, Junior, it looks like it belongs to us. I wasn't there, but that Nobles was. He knows all about it.
Hal, what have you heard about a body with a similar M.O. showing up at Griffith Park?
Hell, Junior, it looks like it belongs to us.
What have you got in the way of updates, Hal?
You're damn lucky you got me as a partner, Junior. I got friends everywhere. I was the first one my buddies over at Hollenbeck called. Seems they got the patrol car, Garcia's patrol car. Seems the damn thing was found abandoned at Hollywood and Vine.
Hollywood and Vine? That wasn't Garcia's patrol area, was it?
Hell no it ain't, Junior. Seems our good son ain't so good. Either that or hell, Junior, he was good at something damn good.
What have you got in the way of updates, Hal?
You're damn lucky you got me as a partner, Junior.
Hollywood and Vine?
Hell no it ain't, Junior.
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination.
Well, tell Beavis that Butthead sent you. He'll know what it means. You ever patrol with those two guys from Adam 12?
Hey, you whippersnapper. Can I help you?
Beavis, I was told to tell you that Butthead sent me.
Huh? Say, buddy, what do you want?
I'm looking for a patrol car that was brought in from the Hollywood and Vine area. It had been abandoned.
Well, come right in there.
MDT, Mobile Digital Terminal, linked to the ECCC, Emergency Command Control System, found in all LAPD patrol cars. A piece of newspaper lies on the seat. You pick up the small piece of torn newspaper.
Who has been out to see the patrol car?
Well, of course there was SID. Then there was this lady. Big gal. She was yelling and screaming that she was the mother of the downed cop. Well, she looked too dad-burn young to be anybody's mother to me. Well, I just told her to keep on a-moving, that nobody was touching that car. Well, she just upped and huffed off, she did. Yep.
SID has swept the car for prints?
They sure have, mister. You know them. Fast, efficient, and quick. Muy rapido. Too bad, though. Overheard 'em talking. Yep, they said nada. Nothing. Zipperoonie. No prints, no way, no how. That's what they said. Mm-hmm.
Your name isn't really Beavis, is it?
Beavis? What are you, plumb loco? It's Billy Bob. But you know something? Sometimes I like to change my identity and get into mischief. Sometimes I slip into a black turtleneck and then run around and pull pranks on all my relatives. One time, I pantsed my Uncle Joe. Yes, I did.
Well, thank you for the information and your time, Billy Bob.
Hey, no problemo, old buddy. That's what we're here for, helping our friends.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Cary.
Hello, Sherry.
It's Sherry Moore, the girl everyone adores.
You can go on in, Detective Cary.
Hello, Detective Cary. Do you know why Sam hates playing cards with dead bodies?
I don't know.
Because they have perfect poker faces. Go right in, Detective.
Hello, John.
Hello, Sam.
How's the world of the living, John?
I don't know, Sam. I'm surrounded by death. Sam, I understand another body was found this morning in Griffith Park. What can you tell me about it?
More than you probably want to know, John. More than you want to know.
Let's start with whether identification has been made and a general description.
Identification has not been made. The description is as follows. African-American female, mid-30s, found under a tree in Griffith Park by Park Police at 10 a.m. She was clothed, no ID. The body was being guarded by a stray dog.
Has the autopsy been performed yet?
As soon as she arrived, John. Same M.O. The burns, injection marks, the glue, it's all there. Body fluids and a tissue sample have been taken. Both have been sent to SID. Your killer is keeping busy, John. Very busy.
What about the injection marks, Sam? Everything the same?
Nearly so. The injections were not so high up on the arm as the first two victims, but it was the left arm.
What about lividity, Sam?
Primary only, buttocks, back, and shoulders. All consistent from lying in the park. Your killer moved her soon after the deed. Apparently, he's working faster.
Was she as badly mutilated as the first two?
The mutilation is worse. The right forearm was severed. However, the torture appears to be less. There are fewer burns, and there's also less bruising around the ankles and wrists.
What orifice was glued shut, Sam?
Your killer was kind to her, John. Both her eyes and mouth were glued shut. He didn't make her watch.
If there's been no identification, then there's been no notification. Where's the body now?
Cold storage, John. We'll hold on to it until the family can be located.
Anything else I should know, Sam?
It might turn out important, maybe not, but I scraped a sticky substance off her shoe. I've sent it to SID for analysis.
Dog? The body was being guarded by a dog?
Yes, it was rather comical and strangely sad at the same time. Here is this woman in the prime of her life, lying mutilated under a tree. And protecting her is a stray dog. Park police couldn't get past the dog. We couldn't move in. It was only after we called animal control and the truck showed up that the dog ran. I'll tell you, John, that dog has been picked up before. That dog recognized the truck.
Sam, did the toxicology results come back on Garcia?
Not yet, John, but we did make a discovery concerning Garcia. If you remember, Garcia's mouth was glued shut. When the mouth was surgically opened, we found a molar had been freshly extracted. The work was not that of a dentist, John. Thus far, your killer has a finger, a full set of toes, a forearm, and a molar. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes, unfortunately I do, Sam. I'm looking for a serial killer who takes a souvenir of the kill. It means he enjoys the kill itself and wants to relive it through the object. I need to find this person fast, Sam. Real fast.
You open the door and head to the lobby. The dog appears protective of the tree. He's hungry. The area has been taped off. It must be where the Jane Doe was found. You're not close enough. The dirt looks freshly tilled. Removing the dirt reveals a bone. It appears to be a human bone. Placing the bone in the bag is essential to maintaining the integrity of this potentially valuable evidence. There's no need to wear your Parker Center ID at this time. You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination. If you want to talk to Chester...
Hello, Cary. That was some encounter with your lieutenant last night. I almost received a 181. I'll never do that again.
What do you think, Chester? I found it at the discovery site of Jane Doe 1201K. Can you run a DNA test on it?
That looks human, Cary. If you want it tested and want a fail-safe case, you'd better process this correctly. Take it to Teddy. See you later, Detective Cary.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation. Sherry's not here. That's not like her.
Oh, yes. Well, hello, John. I was just checking Sherry. It appears she might have a bit of a chest cold. On to the business at hand, John. 2 bodies were brought in this afternoon. They fit your killer's M.O. Both have burn wounds on the face and upper torso and ruptured gastrointestinal linings. One is a John Doe, Caucasian, late 50s. The other, an Asian Jane Doe, late 60s.
Sam, I unearthed this bone from the Jane Doe 1201K crime scene. Strangest thing, a stray dog was there guarding it.
It looks human, John. Turn it into property with a request for tests and we'll take a closer look at it. A stray dog, you say? Probably the same one we encountered the day we went out to pick up body 1201K.
Screw the dog, and screw the request for tests. I've got the city, the press, and my supervisors all over my ass. You've got the evidence in your hand, for Christ's sake. Run the tests. This investigation does not have time for a red tape marathon.
You're right, John. I'm sorry. It's working for the county. We tend to thrive on the bureaucracy. Trust me, John, I will place the tests on the top of my priority list.
What are the particulars on the John Doe, Sam?
The body was mutilated much the same as the other bodies. Burn marks, severed extremities, epoxied orifice. The biggest difference is the adornment of the body with a pair of nylon pantyhose wrapped around the neck.
Have you performed the John Doe autopsy?
No, tomorrow, first thing. I did go over the body for a cursory look when it was brought in. You have a monster on your hands, John. A killing machine.
Fill me in on the mutilation, Sam. What was missing with John Doe?
The ears, John. They were crudely severed, removed after death.
Poisoning cause of death, Sam?
It was not asphyxiation as one might first believe upon seeing the nylons around the neck. A cursory examination of the neck reveals no bruising. The nylons appear to be strictly decorative. Upon autopsy, I believe poisoning will surface as the cause.
Primary lividity only on the John Doe?
Correct. Front side. Corresponds directly to how the body was found. Your killer is working fast, John. Directly after the kill, they're being moved.
Could the nylons belong to the Jane Doe? Possibly the nylons were used in a consensual sexual activity between the two.
John, this was not a sexual experience gone to extremes. No, John, this has all the markings of your killer. The burns, the mutilation, and the nylons, they couldn't belong to Jane Doe.
Why is that, Sam?
Jane Doe weighed in at 85 pounds, 12 ounces. The nylons are large enough to have fit 3 of her.
All right, Sam. What can you give me on the Jane Doe?
Asian, late 60s, burns to face and upper torso, mutilation, glued orifice. Your killer's signature is all over her.
What about the autopsy, Sam? Have you had time to perform one?
No, John. I plan to do it first thing in the morning. I was able to give the body a cursory look over, however. There's no doubt it's your killer's handiwork.
Lividity, Sam?
Yes, primary only. The backside corresponds to how the body was found.
Poisoning cause of death, Sam?
I would venture to say yes to poisoning due to the fact that there are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm. But I'm cautious to say so, John. We have not had a single match in all the toxicology tests thus far. When the body's autopsied, we'll take fluids and send them out as well.
What is the level of mutilation, Sam?
The left foot was crudely severed. Once again, judging by the lack of apparent blood loss, it was removed after death.
How was glue applied this time, Sam?
The eyes and ears were filled with glue. Your killer's kind to women, John. He doesn't make them watch, if one can call his behavior kind on any level.
Sam, what's the situation surrounding the body's discovery?
The call came in from a small business owner on Hollywood and Vine. The naked bodies were piled one on top of the other in the back seat of a Ford Tempo parked in front of his music store.
What happened to the car? Was it ID'd?
The car was towed to Hollenbeck. When I last heard, SID was headed there to go over the car. I'll have you know, John, I'm beginning to feel like your secretary.
You open the door and head to the lobby.
Hey, handsome. Looking for a girl or a boy? Oh,
You push the door open.
Hello there, handsome.
Hello, I'm Detective Cary, LAPD Homicide. I'm investigating a series of murders. I was wondering if you'd talk to me.
So you're a real cop. Tell me, handsome, is everything you're packing real?
I found this shoe in Yo Money's garden. Money told me he had strippers in his house the morning Officer Garcia's body was found. Do you know if any of the girls from the kitty know Money or were at a party at his house this week? Does this shoe look familiar?
Well, it's true all us girls know celebrities, and Money does come here. We've all been invited to parties one time or another out at his place. As far as this week, I don't know. I do know it's not mine. I'm very petite, and that would never fit me. Barbie might know, though.
Do you know a police officer by the name of Rene Garcia? About 190 pounds, 6 feet tall, late 20s, full mustache? He might have come in during the day, possibly in uniform.
Maybe. Lots of cops come in here. This Garcia sounds like he could be any number of fellas that pass through here each day.
Garcia's patrol car was abandoned on this block. Did you happen to see it or hear anything about it?
I didn't see it, but then I sleep in pretty late. Hey, are we talking about the cop who showed up dead at Yo Money's?
Yes, his name was Garcia. Do you know something specific?
Well, if it's the fella I'm thinking of, I heard people saying he used to give rides to girlfriends. You know, show off the siren and the handcuffs.
The Bitty Kitty has quite a reputation.
The way I see it, we're doing social work here. Lots of lonely men in the world. You ever get lonely, handsome? Besides, I'm just doing this until I get a break. I'm really an actress. I've already been in one picture. It was called Foaming Fun. I was the girl the worm monster ate. I was in a jacuzzi and a big worm came up out of the water. I screamed and then the water got all bubbly. I guess it ate me.
Who's Barbie, and why might she know?
Barbie runs the place, handsome. Barbie can. Ever heard of her? She is infamous. She'll know if any of the girls are at Money's this week. You can ask her.
Where is Barbie? Can I talk to her?
She's taking a nap right now. She'll be up later. You could come back. Got a light, handsome?
Behaving as a gentleman, you pick up the lighter and give the lady what she asked for.
You're as sweet as you're good looking.
It appears to be a piece of broken glass or mirror. Your T-bird has been tampered with. You pick up the broken piece of side mirror.
How's it going, dude? You look like a cop, dude.
Hello, I'm Detective Cary, LAPD. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Sure, what's up, dude?
A Ford Tempo was apparently abandoned on this block this morning. I understand you called it in.
That's true, dude. I did.
What can you tell me about what you found?
Well, I opened the store around 10. The car was parked out front. Dude, I didn't think anything about it. I went to go get my keys for the door, and I looked over and saw these two nude people. I thought, you know, dude, they're just having a party. I figured, what the hell? I'd just open up the store, figured when they got done, they'd shove off. After a while, I looked out. The car was still there, but about 11, I locked up and went out and got some coffee. And on my way back, I looked in, you know, it seemed kind of funny.
What was funny?
The car wasn't moving, dude. No motion, no party. I'm a businessman, dude. I can't have a car full of naked people outside my store. I called the police.
You push the door open.
Why, hello there, darling.
A police officer by the name of Rene Garcia was found murdered. The officer's patrol car was abandoned in this neighborhood. Have you ever met or did you know Officer Garcia?
Oh, darling, I do not gossip with customers. You must have me confused with somebody else.
Hello, I'm Detective John Cary, LAPD, Homicide. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Absolutely not, darling. I don't talk to police. Officially, that is. You see, darling, I'm very well connected, and I really don't want any trouble. What I could tell, darling, could cause this city to come crashing down.
This shoe was found on Yo Money's lawn after the party and after Officer Garcia's body was found. Could it belong to one of your girls?
Darling, I don't think so. It's large. Even too large for me, and I am a big woman. Darling, I think it would fit you better than it would fit me.
Well, how about if we talk off the record? Just a little talk between friends.
Oh, darling, you going to be my friend? Okay, then. I'll talk to you off the record.
Why don't we start with an introduction? As I told you, my name is John Cary, and I bet you're Barbie Can.
Oh, darling, you're so smart. You're good-looking and smart. Just how I like my friends. Now, what is it you want to know? Tell Barbie how she can help you.
Well, the subject's a bit gruesome. I'd like to ask you some questions about a series of murders I'm investigating.
Darling, in my day, I've had more notorious conversations, I'm sure. Try me, darling.
A police officer by the name of Rene Garcia was found murdered. The officer's patrol car was abandoned in this neighborhood. Have you ever met or did you know Officer Garcia?
Oh, darling, I heard about that boy after he was found dead. Then all that talk, I do not think I knew him. We get so many young men in here.
What can you tell me about the abandoned patrol car? Did you see it?
Oh, darling, I just know what I heard. The boy gave his patrol car away to a girlfriend or some such thing. I don't really know. I did hear, though, that this girl is most beautiful. Darling, she is so beautiful, and her figure is so perfect. People thought it was me, but I'm too old for such a young boy.
Do the girls here date the customers? Would it be possible that one of your girls dated Officer Garcia?
Darling, I have rules, but what those girls do, I cannot control. They are young women. They're all looking for husbands. It is possible, but I do not know one who was dating him.
Officer Garcia was found dead on the lawn of Yo Money, and from what I understand, there were strippers there. Do you know Yo Money? And do you know if any of your girls went to a party there Monday evening?
Oh, darling, the money man is wonderful, so strong, such a lover of beautiful women. He does not always schedule his parties through me, that bad boy. If some of my girls were there on that night off, I have no idea.
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination. You fill out Follow-Up Report Form 3.14 with information concerning found arm bone.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination. If you want to talk to Chester, get a little closer.
Hello, Cary. That was some encounter with your lieutenant last night. I almost received a 181. I'll never do that again.
Chester, have you heard of either of these two places?
Detective, are you asking me out on a date?
No, Chester. I'm asking you if you've heard of either place. I found this in Garcia's patrol vehicle after SID swept it supposedly clean.
Are you saying I didn't do my job? Look, Detective, we didn't see it. I officially apologize. And no, I haven't heard of either place. They sound like dumps.
What do you think of this shoe, Chester? I found it close to Garcia's dumping site in a flower bed at Yo Money's house.
I think I could use it as a water ski. Actually, I think that Money's a huge star and probably has lots of women. It probably belongs to one of them. You don't think it belongs to Garcia, do you? See you later, Detective Cary.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Cary. No time to say hello, Detective Cary? Wow, you must be real busy. Deputy Nobles is up to his elbows in an autopsy. He can't be interrupted right now, really.
You push the door open.
Why, hello there, darling.
This shoe was found on Yo Money's lawn after the party and after Officer Garcia's body was found. Could it belong to one of your girls?
Darling, I don't think so. It's large. even too large for me, and I am a big woman. Darling, I think it would fit you better than it would fit me.
Watch it. You could get newsprint all over this guy.
Have you ever been to either of these places?
Sure. Dude, Barbie at the Kitty is like my mom. Whenever I need a good talking to, I see Barbie. And whenever I need a little pick-me-up, I take in a show. And I've been to this theater too. It's a rat hole, but they show great flicks, old stuff. They make an excellent herbal tea. Oh, and the popcorn's fresh.
Miss Moore, what can you tell us about the latest victims in what's being termed this city's most gruesome murder spree?
Me? Well, nothing really. Am I going to be on TV?
Miss Moore, is it true that all the victims have been tortured, mutilated?
Well, they're not all there.
Miss Moore, is it true that Officer Rene Garcia and the latest male victim, an unidentified John Doe, were both found not only tortured, but naked?
Well, yes. Well, no. You see, is that camera on?
So, Miss Moore, are you confirming that John Doe was not entirely nude, that he was found with a pair of nylons on his person? Is it true the nylons were wrapped around his neck?
How'd you know that?
So you are confirming this information. Detective Cary, can you comment on the nylons wrapped around the neck of the victim?
I have nothing to say to you, Bilden, nor does Miss Moore.
Hi, Detective Cary.
Cary, I'm taking you home. Bilden, you muck up my investigation and I'll have your job. Come on, Sherry.
Detective Cary, the public has a right to know. It's their safety at stake. Detective Cary. In the wake of this city's worst nightmare, 5 people, including 2 Los Angeles police officers, have been found mutilated and murdered. And though city officials and the LAPD deny there is reason to panic, the citizens of Los Angeles feel quite differently. Gun sales are up, and security companies are deluged with requests for home alarm systems. Factors contributing to the urgency and concern by LA residents are the randomness and violence of these murders. Earlier today, I spoke with Sherry Moore, an LA County Coroner's employee who confirmed one element of this killing spree. Evidence found on the latest male victim indicates that the murders might have been committed by a woman. If true, then this is the first case in the history of Los Angeles where a female serial killer has held the city in her grip. I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Sherry, what you did last night by talking to the press caused citywide panic. Do you understand that? What this investigation does not need is a city full of people arming themselves, holding up, and not talking to the police.
John, Sherry didn't mean any harm. She was taken by surprise by that newswoman. Weren't you, Sherry?
I don't care. The result is that the city is in a panic. The mayor is up in arms, and the press is having a field day with this investigation and the department.
I'm really sorry, Detective Cary. I thought maybe they're from Star Search, or maybe Entertainment Tonight. Honest, Detective Cary, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I wouldn't hurt a fly, even if it was flying around and buzzing in my ear. Honest.
John, how can you be mad at a girl like that?
Sam, do you have DNA results back on the bone found in Griffith Park?
I haven't received the results from SID, but from my years of experience, I have to say that the bone is definitely human. Given the measurements of both the bone and the body found at the park, they're a match.
Has autopsy occurred on John Doe 7216M?
Yes, John, it was first this morning. The gastrointestinal tract was ruptured as I suspected, and also as I suspected, there was no asphyxiation. The nylons wrapped around the neck were in no way connected to the cause of death. It looks like poisoning. Fluids were taken and sent out.
Has identification taken place on the John Doe?
No, we've sent the prints out for a national search. There must be someone, somewhere, missing a father, brother, or husband.
Is there any preliminary report on the fluids?
No, John, they only went out this morning. However, I am not hopeful for a match. You know, John, there are thousands of poisonous substances out there. Many have yet to be identified and cataloged by the scientific community. It's like hunting for a needle in a haystack.
Sam, has the autopsy been performed on Jane Doe 1202L?
The body is being prepped as we speak. I'll be getting started soon.
Sam, has anyone identified or claimed Jane Doe 1202L?
No, John. I have sent a copy of the fingerprints out for a national search. So far, no response.
See ya, Detective.
I'm really sorry about the newswoman, Detective Cary.
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination.
Yeah? I'm glad you're here, Cary. I wanted to talk to you about your newest TV appearance. That stunt in front of the coroner's last night was splashed all over the evening news. Obstructing the First Amendment is what they're calling it. I'll have you know I've already fielded calls from national news bureaus, the mayor, hell, just about anyone in this town who's anybody is called. Cary, you're going to need to learn to control that temper. I've just about had it with this cowboy crap. Now, this is a directive. You learn to work with the press, not against them. Do you understand me? Read my lips. Work with them.
Lieutenant, it's not my fault. I mean, it's that reporter. She's always stirring things up. She's making my job impossible.
Look, Cary, it's a reporter's job to report the news. Sometimes that means going after the truth, other times not. What I want to know is there any truth to this killer being a woman? No? You sure? Believe me, Cary, I trust you. It's just I gotta be sure. I'm the one fielding the calls.
Yes, sir.
All right, then, we know what we're dealing with. Most probably a white male, aged 24 to 36 years of age, and somebody awfully vicious and brutal. Watch yourself, Cary. We don't want to lose another one.
You call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination. If you want to talk to
Hello, Detective. How can I help you?
Hello, Chester. Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not...
The vehicle the victims were found in, Chester. What did you find?
Their body fluids, their hair, their fingerprints, and red fibers. Other than that, the car was very clean. Too clean. Nothing in the glove box, under the seats, anywhere.
Chester, how about Jane Doe 1201K? Anything come back on her? How about fingerprints?
Well, she does have fingerprints. They just don't match anything we have out there for missing people. See you later, Detective Cary.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination.
Well, tell him McGarrett said, book him, Dano. He'll know what it means.
Hey, you whippersnapper. Can I help you?
Dano? McGarrett told me to tell you to book 'em, Dano.
He said... Yep. Well, come right in there.
SID has been out, right? Were they able to lift any prints? Was there anything left behind? Fibers, hairs?
Hey, you dead burn whippersnapper! You're making me sound like an eavesdropper. Is that what you think, huh? Is it? Huh?
No, not at all. I thought, that a man in your position would be more than likely to know what the situation was with each car in the lot.
Well, you're right about that, you dead burn greenhorn. Darn shootin'. I'll tell you about SID, I will. They were here for hours. Hours! I'm not fooling you now. And you know something? They didn't find a single print. Zippo. Nada. That there car there is just as clean and shiny as the day it rolled off the old showroom floor. Yes, it is.
Looking at the license plate, you discover You note the license plate number of the vehicle.
Well, once again, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
Hey, that's a big 10 for you, betcha, good buddy. Here at Hollenbeck Tow, we aim to please. Sure do.
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the 3rd floor as your destination.
Hey there, Junior. How goes the war?
Hello, Hal. Anything new?
Phone calls, Junior. A hell of a lot of calls on Building's newscast last night. You're damn lucky I'm here to field them.
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. You open the door to social services.
May I help you, sir?
Hello, I'm Detective John Cary, Homicide LAPD. I'd like to speak with the person in charge, please.
I'm sorry, Detective. Our manager is out for the week. I'm Nora Bittridge. May I help you?
Nora, a car registered to Social Services has wound up in impound. Its license number is County 2BSY669. Can you tell me whom it's assigned to, please?
Yes, Detective. Just let me look that up. Why, that car is assigned to one of our social workers, a Miss Luella Parker.
May I speak to Miss Parker, please?
Well, I'm afraid Luella is not in, Detective.
Is she out on a client call?
No, actually, we don't know where she is. The last time we saw her was Monday, midday. I've tried calling her home, but I get no answer.
Does Miss Parker have family we might contact?
Well, I don't believe so, at least not out in California. I think she's alone out here from Chicago.
Nora, do you think you could give me a physical description of Miss Parker?
Why, yes. I pride myself on my observation skills. Let's see. Luella is 34 years old. She stands approximately 5 feet 5 inches tall and is overweight, so I would say she weighs around 160 pounds.
Nora, what color eyes and hair does Luella have?
Why, black hair and brown eyes, Detective. Luella is black. African American.
Nora, I'd like to look over Luella's office, please.
Why, of course, Detective. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you back to her office. I'll be at my desk, Detective, if you need anything.
County requisitioned and purchased office art. A 286-16. It's an audio tape with a receipt taped to it. It's the latest release from Yo Money. The attached receipt is marked Ragin' Records. They appear to be case files. Case number 18908B, Barbie Can. Case number 14434-0, Mitchell Thurman. Case number 18... Case... The folders are filled with Luella Parker's case files. The calendar is turned to last Monday's date. There are no appointments listed. The message log is blank. The keyboard is nice and springy, or as they say in computer speak, clicky.
Can I help you with anything, Detective?
How's it going, dude?
This Yo Money tape was found on the desk of Luella Parker, a victim in a homicide case I'm investigating. Your store's receipt was taped to the cassette.
Store policy is exchange only, no cash back. Dude, Yo Money doesn't sell so great here. Your option is to choose something from inside the counter. Take a look, dude. See what you'd like.
8-track tapes, drumsticks. Drumsticks?
So this stick is really authentic.
Sure is, dude.
This theater is so old it probably began as a vaudeville theater. The theater must be open. There's a ticket seller in the booth. You'll need to get closer, Detective, to talk to the ticket seller.
Welcome to the Third Eye Theater. May I help you?
Hello, I'm Detective Cary, LAPD.
People tell me that to get into the movies for free. I know better. You'll have to do better too.
Detective Cary, LAPD.
I know you. I've seen you on television.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yes, please come in. Enter to the left. How may I help you?
Mitchell, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if that's all right.
Yes, of course.
Mitchell, have you ever met or do you know a police officer by the name of Rene Garcia?
No, I don't.
Mitchell, have you ever been arrested or had a run-in with the law?
No, really, no, never. Please, look around. I have nothing to hide.
I didn't think you did, sir. Mitchell, do you recall having a uniformed police officer as a customer this week, possibly on Monday or Tuesday?
No.
Mitchell, do you know someone by the name of Luella Parker?
Oh, it's terrible what happened. It was wrong. Oh.
Mitchell, is there something you know that you haven't told me? Something about Luella?
She was so lovely about it. Oh, she was so lovely. It was so sad.
Mitchell, what is so sad? Why don't you calm down and slowly tell me what happened? Okay, Mitchell? Real slow and easy.
My dog, it's horrible. It's horrible what they said.
What about your dog, Mitchell? Did your dog hurt someone? Did your dog hurt Luella? Is that what happened, Mitchell? You can tell me. It's all right.
No. They said, my neighbor said that I hurt my dog, but that I didn't feed him. Luella came to help me, to tell them the truth.
Mitchell, what is the truth? Can you tell me the truth, Mitchell?
My dog is naturally thin. I feed him. I do. A lot. Big, juicy bones.
Mitchell, when was the last time you spoke to Luella? Do you remember?
Maybe a couple of weeks ago. Why are you asking so many questions? Has something happened to Luella?
Luella was found murdered, Mitchell. I'm looking for the person who killed her.
Oh my! Oh no! Oh my! It's horrible. All this crying has made me thirsty. How about you? Would you like something to drink? Please, have a cup of tea on the house.
The tea is refreshing, if not a little bitter.
Don't you feel better? I know I do. How about a movie on the house? Everybody deserves a treat once in a while. Wake up! Wake up! You fell asleep. It's time to go. Now. Go! Please, leave now. Please go. I have to get ready for the next show. You're falling asleep. Put me behind my schedule.
Three yards of rope. Dirty rope, that is. You apply glue to the drumstick. You glue the stick to the mirror. A 180-degree mirror.
Hey, boy, how you doing?
Yahoo!
The street looks familiar, however there are no street signs to confirm your location. A strange little dead-end alley. It's a bit like a cage. Double doors with no visible handles. The doors have no handles and appear to be lock detected. The wooden door is locked. What are you attempting to do exactly, Detective? What are you attempting to do exactly, Detective? Using the putty knife, you jimmy open the lock. The door is unlocked. The door is slightly open. There is no one in sight. The coast appears clear. You push the door open. The woodwork on the cabinets looks old and in disrepair. Looks like it's a Sunny-made refrigerator. This poor guy probably never thought his head would wind up hacked off and sitting like a pot roast in some pervert's refrigerator. The gruesome details of this job are sometimes overwhelming, eh, Detective? High tech, circa 1957. The couch is out of this world, or at least from another era. The dog blocks your way, and he doesn't look like he has any intention of moving.
Here you go, boy. Good dog.
The sedatives have done the trick. The dog is fast asleep, Detective. Detective, you look pretty good considering what you're going through. It's a wall-mounted mirrored medicine cabinet. A place of rest? It looks more like a place of unrest. A hole exposes the structural beams. You open the closet doors. You open the closet doors. This shoe looks familiar. It's a hook rug, Detective. The layer of dust over the boxes and cartons would indicate they haven't been moved or touched in a long time. The woman appears to be asleep.
Ma'am? Ma'am, can you hear me? I'm a police officer. Ma'am?
Use extreme caution. The popcorn machine is turned off and empty. Too bad there's nothing like hot, fresh popcorn at the movies. The glass is spotless. No smudges or fingerprints. Soda pop. This one looks like a cola. The soda can is dented and has been previously opened. Upon shaking, a skeleton key emerges from the can. Skeleton keys were originally tooled in such a way as to be master keys. Cary, the door is locked. Apparently, this is not the key to your heart. The skeleton key fits into the keyhole and unlocks the door. This dog looks like it's part pit bull and part something else. Everything has been removed from your pockets. Something yellow appears in the head's mouth. What do we have here? Butane lighter. The tile is covered with a light film of an undetermined sticky substance. It's a can of Beauty Net hairspray. Combining the lighter's flame with the aerosol spray produces a torch. Do not try this at home. action neutralizes your assailant.
Detective Cary, for exceptional courage and integrity, above and beyond the call of duty in the face of felonious criminal assaults on your person and the persons of others, including an ambush by criminals using fully automatic weapons, and your unwavering attention to duty in solving a series of 5 homicides, bringing to closure a period of open season on the good people of our community. It is my honor to present you with the department's highest award, the Medal of Valor. Congratulations.